Bennett again, and I am currently playing Bayonetta 2. I actually purchased this game on day one. Well, I pre-ordered it, and it took about a week for it to deliver, and I haven't been playing it until now because up until earlier this afternoon, I've been playing and finishing up Bayonetta 1, which was a bonus game that came with the copy of Bayonetta 2, and it works both digitally and on retail, so you get two games for the price of one, which is really cool. And this is going to be my first time playing it, and I kind of want to show you guys how it goes. I played the Bayonetta games, like I enjoy them very much. I still think Bayonetta 1 is one of the highest pinnacles of third-person character action games out there, and it has one of the most fantastic combat systems I've ever had the pleasure of playing. Bayonetta 2 was made for the Wii U exclusively, and it was kind of a bit of a shock to all the people who were wondering when the game would ever come back. And having it being exclusive on a Nintendo platform made some people's heads just explode, and I was absolutely delighted. I have a Wii U, and honestly, with all the games that have been coming out lately for it, between this, Hyrule Warriors, Smash Brothers next week, I am going to be full of like other games to play. Right now, I also have Super Mario 3D World, Xenoblade Chronicles, and gonna finish up Galaxy 2 as well. So in the first Bayonetta game, it was about her trying to, her as in Bayonetta, trying to find her lost memories and figuring out what she was doing. And when I played the game, it only took me about 10 hours to finish, mainly because I skipped the cutscenes. It wasn't something I was too fond of necessarily repeating through again.
The legend of Aesir, a legend from the dawn of time. Nobody knows where the world came from.
It's a lot clearer and easier to see this intro sequence compared to in the beginning when you were fighting on the clock tower that was falling in the air with John, who was the other Umbran witch character who kind of becomes like an antagonist slash rival slash best friend type character later on in the game.
And the one that ruled the chaos.
That being said, while it is a bit clear, it is a bit monochromatic, so it's a little bit hard to see at some points too. But definitely looks nicer, it has a lot more detail, and a little bit more colorful actually, I find it to be. Oh, there's a bit of a falling sequence. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now, this is new to the Bayonetta games, being able to drive giant robots.
Spent the first eternity quietly looking
I wonder if you can still evade properly though. Still kind of hard to see, but you can take down these guys really fast now. I've always had trouble fighting these guys since when you're playing the game, you can always go behind them to attack their weak spot, but they have an attack where they can grab you from behind to take you down and deal a lot of damage.
Aesir's eyes were truly the eyes.
Alas, the story isn't something I've ever really paid attention to in these kinds of character action games. I know that it's hard to explain, but I'm pretty sure Bayonetta was somehow supposed to be the receptacle for this magical MacGuffin that had the power to control the universe, and her father, I believe, was the one who was after he becomes the final boss in the game or something like that. Or, well, spoiler alert, there is a lot more to the story than it happens. That involves, of course, younger version of Bayonetta being a character in the game, but you don't know that until you actually play through the story.
Power of the eyes of Aesir, humans gained free will. They could now choose.
Whoa, that's also pretty brand new too.
The eyes that determine destiny. Humans could.
Of course, you use the R trigger to evade.
They awoke to their own identity.
That didn't really help me too much.
Man is but a reed.
I wonder if I still have the Panther ability. That's if you double tap R, yeah, you can kind of dash.
And we
Yeah,
took
I
our
do.
first
Pretty
big
cool.
step towards grand prosperity.
My biggest complaint about this game, and that kind of exemplified it earlier here, was not being able to properly gauge the distance from where your attacks are to where the enemies are currently on the screen if you don't have like a proper camera angle. And it's kind of hard to see, especially when there's so much action going on and it's impossible to kind of like figure out exactly where you're positioned. There's no obvious shadow or way to be able to check, and unless you have witch time, you don't really have much time to properly angle yourself in order to avoid it.
Cheeky. No one bothered telling me any of your kind survived.
Bayonetta has a haircut in this new video game, and I'm not sure why, because hair was the source of her powers, and she was able to summon demons, kind of like using the magic of her hair coming out, also kind of slowly taking away her apparent clothing in order to summon these demons. So hopefully there will be an in-game reason, but for now, I think she looks alright.
At least you're the silent type. The last sage I met spent 20 minutes rambling on and on.
That's awesome. That's a reference to the first game. He did ramble a lot.
What?
So yeah, lots, not too many big updates. Yesterday I watched Interstellar with a girlfriend. I was kind of worried that she would find it really boring and sleep through it, but as it turned out to be an exciting movie for both her and I. We were both extremely immersed in the power in this tale of space travel and love and saving humanity and kind of exploring the fifth dimension and how every time is basically relative, and that turned out to be a pretty impressive movie. And I don't know if it'd be my favorite movie of the year. I am a huge Nolan fanboy, but I don't know if Interstellar was my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. Maybe with another rewatch, and that was Baldur. He was the last boss, or kind of like the vessel for the last boss, or something like that, from the first Bayonetta game. And hopefully he's gone. Hooray. It's interesting because you saw how in the first game, this is also a bit of a spoiler, the last boss kind of falls down, potentially crashing and destroying Earth, but Bayonetta and Jean have to have a little bit of a mini game destroying all the pieces. So I cleared the prologue. Oh, never mind, records of time, so I guess it's sort of like a prologue, so now this is the prologue. I've got a bit of a menu selection here. I don't know if I'm able to change into my costumes yet, or if I require having to go through a few more levels. In the first Bayonetta game, I could transfer to the Nintendo-specific costumes right away, from the Princess Toadstool to the Sarasalan Princess to the Hero Hyro and Galactic Bounty Hunter, which represented basically Princess Peach. What was her name? Paulina? No. Daisy, Princess Daisy, Link, and Samus, respectively. Oh, forgot I can move. The graphics here look really good by comparison to the translucent shapes of the civilians in the first Bayonetta game. Of course, still being a Sega production. It's great that Sega and Nintendo are able to work together. I still kind of hope Persona 5 or some sort of like new Persona game ends up on Nintendo consoles, and I don't mean just Persona Q, which is a great start, and I'll probably buy that day one too. I love Etrian Odyssey and I love Persona, and having them both together, it's pretty awesome and mind blowing.
The government has organized a team to investigate the continued reports of unusual.
As for otherwise, I've been doing the usual, reading comic books, playing board games. I recently picked up King of New York at my local board game store. I've been meaning to read through the rules, but the monsters look great, the map looks a little bit more complicated, and the dice looks as great as ever. My only complaint is that there are so many of these little like cardboard tokens. I have no idea what to do with all of them, considering of course I haven't even like read through the game yet.
Some heels without guns. You don't mind if we make a quick.
You see a lot of this in the trailers for the game prior to the game being released. The whole idea of like Bennett being like doing some Christmas shopping, and there's a bit of a cameo from the Wonderful 101, I believe, in one of the store displays, and this leads into the prologue chapter, which is what people who had downloaded the demo were able to play through. I'm thinking about skipping the cutscene, but to be honest, it's the first time I'm seeing it as well, so I kind of want to check out how it goes, and hopefully that doesn't make the video too long, because I don't really plan to talk for too much. Sorry if I distracted everyone from seeing some great Bayonetta dialogue, some clever writing right there. Just Enzo. Does anyone else think of Enzo from the reboot TV series, the child trainee guardian, who later kind of becomes into this mature, crazy badass type with that eye that basically makes him able to aim really properly? Oh my. I'm pretty impressed that he's able to carry all those presents so well and properly.
Done and done.
As for other video games, I am planning to get Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it for PC or for PS4. It really depends on which system it's better optimized for and whether I'd be comfortable with playing controllers. I probably would prefer the PS4 though, just in case I can import my saves from my PlayStation 3 versions of Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. Didn't like Dragon Age 2 that much though. Poor guy. At least he's already got kids.
You always know how to make an entrance, John. A rare sight to see you in the city.
Just had something I had to look into.
Part of me wonders what Jean is currently doing. I can see that Bayonetta is trying to fit into the city, doing whatever she wants, but Jean had more of like a stronger drive, and she had motivations in the first Bayonetta game that, I don't know, tried to help people figure out why she was kind of initially working against Bayonetta.
You're about as sweet as my Nona's grappa, you know that?
What's a Nona's
Some
grappa?
witch with amnesia goes around calling herself a weapon, and it turns out she really got stuck with a kid's nickname. That shit's rich, I tell you
Is
what.
Cereza an Italian name?
Our friends in
Not really
Paradise
sure.
are far too quiet. I'm sure you've noticed.
I'm also planning to watch
They
Big
are
Hero
their own
6.
ones.
Definitely want to check out Nightcrawler. Maybe if
Our
not
friends
in the
down
theaters,
south
then
seem to
definitely
be
on
able to
Netflix or
access
on
well.
Blu-ray. I did watch Mr. Peabody and Sherman. That came out on Blu-ray not too long ago, and I enjoyed it. It's a pretty lighthearted DreamWorks flick. There was one part near the end where I felt like the themes and motivations, or like the motifs of the characters, was a bit weird because, and this is also a bit of a spoiler, but at one point Sherman admits that he's something that throughout the entire movie that was the main motivation for why he did everything that he did in the movie, because he wanted it to not be called that, and I don't know, in the end he accepts it for some reason, and for some other reason
We'll talk
other
later.
people agree with
I'll
him.
see you back home. Don't forget to pick up the things for the party.
There's a party? Oh yeah, Smash Brothers. I'm gonna hopefully try to have some friends come over next Saturday, going for some 8-player Smash Brothers. Oh, 8-player Smash Brothers. It's gonna be confusing. I probably need those GameCube adapters as well. I did not pre-order them, so hopefully they're not too hard to find. But if not, I have a good amount of Wiimote controllers. I've got the gamepad. I've got 3DSs. I'm sure other people will bring 3DSs, so well, we'll see. This is a really long intro sequence, though.
Yellow, blue, I don't care what color they are. I learned my lesson with those bastards, you hear me? Just the normal damn
I like
shit,
Enzo.
please.
I got a lot of Stone Awards in the first Bayonetta game, but it was always enjoyable to hear him say, "What a time!"
Yeah, right now.
It's a really bad Italian accent.
That's the one. That's the biggest one you got in the store, right? Wrap it up nice, will you? It's a present for God's sake.
I'm starting to also kind of like formulate my list for the top 10 games of the year. If anyone follows me on Facebook, I kind of make a list sometime around like the beginning of the next year where I talk about my 10 favorite games, my 10 favorite portable games, my top 10 favorite downloadable / indie titles, and like runners up, and I had this whole big list of like all of these great games. I think though there's a Wonder
You
Red
know I
cameo
try
somewhere
to
in
avoid
that.
doing this
No,
in
I
my
guess
summer
not.
best.
That's still pretty honestly a bit crazy. I kind of like the outfit though. Part of me wonders if that's an unlockable costume later on in the future, to be able to have Bennett wear that. Oh, and of course I'm fighting angels. This is Acceptance, a 3rd spear. There are, I believe, 4 spears altogether, but the 4th spear is all like inorganic stuff.
Still knows how to make an end.
Controls are pretty basic. X is to punch, A is to kick, Y is to shoot guns, B is to jump, and the R trigger is to dodge. Oh my. Remember, this is on a Nintendo platform, guys. It's way more full-bodied than I thought they would show in this game. Wow. The music is a cover of Moon River. It's a really old famous song. I believe it was originally sung or made famous by Frank Sinatra. And I believe this version, the singer is Brenda Lee, because when I was playing the first Bayonetta game, they had a song called Fly Me to the Moon, which is also another oldie goldie song, kind of updated for the first Bayonetta game, with the moon being kind of one of the key themes in the Bayonetta series for some reason. I have no idea why. It's still a very long intro though. Part of me thinks I'll probably just play up to the prologue, and that's basically where everyone is up to in the demo, so yeah, we'll see. Touch controls, very cool, very cool. I've seen a couple of great articles about how a lot of people who may have trouble playing games with two hands are able to play this game using just a stick. Yep, wide variety of combos. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate a little bit. I'm not... He has a lot of different new moves, to be honest. Interesting. I always have trouble with those like brief pauses before you do an attack. When it comes to like the actual intensity of being attacked, I have no idea how to properly get them done. And next time I just try to quickly go faster. Sorry. Nope, missed that one. I'm not very good at timing. This requires a bit of practice. Sorry about that. Oh no, which time activation? That's alright. I'm sure they'll explain it right here. Yep, exactly. That's one of the most amazing things about playing this game. It's like you're so well rewarded for timing your evades perfectly, and it just creates this incredibly frantic, amazing way of combat. That's my usual strategy. A couple of punches, a couple of kicks. Of course, halos are your currency in this game. I really want to get the soundtrack, actually. I don't know if anybody has checked it out, but it's actually available on Amazon. It's about $80, not for this game, but for the first one. And I'm really tempted to pick it up, except for the fact that I can listen to it on YouTube, which is proof that, once again, YouTube makes things so much easier just to be able to listen without necessarily having to have a physical object basically clogging up space in your house or your apartment or wherever. It's nice to have, but at the same time, like the portability of it all and being able to listen to it in my car, it's worth the premium price for having a CD versus just an MP3 download or something that you can only listen to on an iPad or on your computer.
Damn it, car, start already.
And here we're introduced to Father Christmas, played by Samuel L. Jackson.
Fucking wonderful. Rodon?
Rodon.
But I don't believe in Santa.
Watch your mouth, Enzo.
I believe he's supposed to be like a real demon or something like that, who kind of works with Bayonetta because he enjoys seeing all the angels get fallen down to hell, but I'm not really sure about that still. A part of me always thought that Enzo was kind of like the audience surrogate. He's the one who's like going through all the events of the first game and going, what the hell is all of this happening? Everyone else is just like, it's pretty normal behavior, but wow. Did I not have the guns when I was first fighting? No, I guess not. Probably not then. And they're a nice blue color. I like them more than the grayish, blackish color that her first equipable guns had. So, weird.
Beautiful.
Oh, now it's time to fight even more people. Well, cutscenes are always a bit crazy in this game. Ooh. So press the L trigger to unleash special attacks. So I'll have to give that a try. Didn't have that hook before in the first game. Being able to kick the opponent up in order to launch them into the air. I don't believe that was in the game. I don't know if I'll be able to see torture attacks yet. Let's give it a try. Well, no, not yet. Torture attack. Smash A. 80 halos? Wow, that's pretty generous. First time in Bayonetta 1, you only got like 50 or 60 in the game. But maybe these enemies are a little bit harder to fight. Honestly, they're not that bad. Wow, mashing was actually pretty easy there too. So many great WTF moments. Especially that too, actually. Then again, I played through Wonderful 101. I absolutely love that game, so I shouldn't really be shocked by what Platinum Games. Have I mentioned that this is the developer that produced the game yet? Platinum Games. Easily one of the best Japanese video game developers out there today. Try this inverted climax thing. Oh, that's great. Oh. Dodged too early on that one. Oh, she has that kick. I think that was something that you could purchase in the first game, but I never actually used it that much. I don't know if I was supposed to dodge there, but I did anyways. Torture attack! So I can do a lot of damage to this poor guy. Just doing his job, you know? That was painful. Oh, right into that guy's face. But yeah, like I said, life has been pretty relaxing. Working is not too bad. I'm also taking all of next week, which is the 24th to the 28th off, mostly to help out my parents' place, but also maybe to play some more video games. Silver? Man. I did really good actually on that one. Oh well. Now it's time to fight a belief. Oh dear. Reminds me, I guess, cutscenes that or quick time events that you have to kind of watch out for while playing these. Oh, did not see that one coming. There we go. I think I dodged to the right spot. He's widening, shooting guns. I'll let John help me out a bit. Oh! Very nice. Still going for it. Oh, took it all there. Oh, I still dodged that. Which time, eh? What the heck? That's new. Oh, there's that guy again. Causing all sorts of mischief in this poor city. I wonder where they're in, actually. Is it still part of Italy? I know in the first Bayonetta game they went to a place called Virgin. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be somewhere in Europe, more specifically Italy.
It's not Christmas
And I played this in the demo too. Cooperative boss fighting. Oh, I wish you could do this in split screen. Museum won't climb after finish this really quickly. Now it's time to punish. Basically, mash to get extra halos. That was really easy though. I actually like that there. I don't have to necessarily. I don't have to necessarily grab. Take my right hand off the buttons. It's a good design sometimes. In the first game, when you had to go through the when you're button mashing, you usually have to let go of your right hand off the face button for a little bit just to be able to properly mash. But this time I don't think it's actually as nearly as tricky to get the max bonus, so that's great actually. I have no idea what she says during that. But now I have summoned the giant dragon demon, of course. So that I can get some bonus points. Oh, max bonus, very nice. 2,400 halos. Very nice. Wonder how expensive the items are in this game compared to the first one. Oh, you have to play a lot of levels just to be able to get all the good accessories in that game. Well, that's not good, Bayonetta. Why you gotta do this? Why do you gotta summon a demon, Gamora? Wait a minute, Gamora was one of the was one of your demon buddies in the first Bennett game. No! This all happened in the demo, by the way, so it's not a big surprise to anyone who downloaded it.
John. This isn't how things end.
So that's the crux for this game. You are going down to hell to retrieve Jean, and I don't know. It's as good as motivation as any to play through this game.
For pets who don't listen to their masters. Is that all you got?
That was a very lucky dodge, to be honest. I think I would give that one. After playing through the demo, I actually died the first time I played through this particular boss, but I didn't find him too easy. But I think now that I have been fighting him for a little while, I kind of understand how his attacks work. The trick is, boys and girls, is to deal as much damage as you possibly can. Then you don't have to worry too much about getting too much damage. Time to punish. Actually, to be honest, I'm still letting go of my hand to do those quick button presses. Part of me wonders if it's easier with a Pro Controller. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Be like this, Gamora. I thought we were buddies. Even now, I'm very happy with me. This is a pretty crazy prologue boss, by the way. There's so many people comment on that, but having this guy be the first guy you fight is pretty insane. Oh, got me. Oh well, a little damage. Good, nice counter. Holy. Indeed. Kind of punished. With the climax. Ready for a context-sensitive quick-time event to effectively deal a lot of damage to this poor guy. Oh. Left hand. Shoot. Completely forgot about that. Oh well. That's actually one of the things I hated about the first game. Some of the quick time events, if you didn't get it right and it required really precise timing, you would die and you would lose like a lot of points. And you would most definitely get a stone award by doing that. Oh. Where's Jean? And this is the appearance of the apparent mid-boss of the game, the Lumen Sage.
Is revenge not all you desire? I know the one.
See, now this was not
destroyed
in the
your
demo,
world.
so hopefully I'll be able to show everyone who actually watches these videos, all 5 or 6 of you, including myself twice. Great graphics, though. Ah, the Gates of Hell. This is where you collect your items and accessories and learn new moves and get some items to help you get through the game if it gets a little bit too tricky.
Dead witches get dragged to hell. It is what it is. Jean's gonna wander Inferno suffering for eternity.
That's not good.
Thanks.
I didn't ask you to tell me what I already know, Rodon. Especially
Rodon.
if you're going to be flip about it.
You know
Damn,
better
a
than
serious
that.
tone from our lovely Miss Bayonetta.
The kind to let that sort of summon go out of control, Bayonetta. Something's up.
Something is up.
Balance of powers that keep things in check don't feel right,
No,
does it?
no, not for a game that came out, oh gosh,
You know,
2010.
she's
It's
pretty
4,
hot
yeah,
for a
over
dead
4 years
chick.
later. Darn it,
Wasn't a
Enzo.
big fan of her shit when she was in the realm of the living, but looking at her now, nah, still not a fan.
Oh dear.
She's not dead, Enzo.
She's right, Enzo. You're only really dead after your soul's been completely absorbed into another realm of the Trinity.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that.
That's just a matter of time. 'Cause I don't
That's
see
usually
no
why
way to
Bennett has
save
to summon
your
those giant
soul
demons
lost
and they
in
just
hell.
eat and chew on
What
the angels that
happens?
she faces until they're just
real
absolutely
gates
obliterated
of
into
hell.
nothingness.
I can't stop you from trying to use them, but I don't think you got a chance down there. I'll see what I can do about putting her on ice for a while.
Kind of, I don't know, part of me kind of hopes that eventually later on in the game you do get the chance to play as Jean and have maybe some specific levels with her, or maybe even be able to switch with Bayonetta for different levels. And I don't think she has different moves, but
Should keep
yeah,
her body
still
in
pretty,
this
still be
realm
pretty cool
stable.
though. I believe in the first game you could play as Jean for some levels, and it required a lot of unlocking though.
I figure you got about a day before it's game. Oh,
Ah, time limit. Doesn't really matter though. This is a character action game.
Enzo, you've got a jet, right?
Dang, he
What?
does? What?
No. No, 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 no. I do
Whoa.
not
How does
know.
Enzo afford a jet?
I appreciate the situation, but you know what today is?
Is his kid's birthday?
My kid's got cookies baked for me at home. They're waiting for me. And I still gotta play Santa tonight.
Let the real Santa take care of the presents. Now let's go.
Hey, I said I believe.
Oh,
but
when did
hey,
Enzo get that
you
eye
keep
scar
it
above
well
his
grown
left?
up, you little fuckers, let
His
me
left
tell
eye.
ya. Hey, let go.
Ed and Edna. Oh yeah, they were the names of his
Why do I always get
kids.
wrapped up in this shit?
Because you're the humor.
this motherfucker.
You are the goofball of this game. That's why I like you, Enzo. Oh man. Got to represent all those short Italians out there. So yeah, so there's the end of the prologue. I want to see what kind of award I get, and I'll probably just end the video from there. Yeah. 38,000 halos. Not bad, not bad. Good amount of damage, actually. Do I still get to play Angel Attack? Get some extra points? Oh, this is disappointing. I don't. Oh well. Not a big deal. Oh well. Menu time. Is there an autosave function? Oh well, I'll probably just end it there. Thanks guys for watching, and this has been Bennett playing Bayonetta 2. Hopefully I'll be able to do it again. If anyone's asking, I still haven't really played through too much of Castlevania Circle of the Moon yet. I'm kind of stuck, and there's one boss that is absolutely kicking my ass, and until I beat him, I'll probably put that on hold for a little while, but yeah. You guys have a good night. Thank you.